Hmm. And good evening, you wonderful flukes. All right. Ha. And of course, I'm glad you wonderful folks can make it tonight, so I couldn't resist. I decided to make this shirt. Hence, started a little bit slightly late. Let's see, what is it? 5:09. But yeah, I'm so glad you guys can make it tonight. Happy Valentine's Day from your Dutchy boyfriend for the day to you wonderful flukes. So I'm here. If you guys have any questions you'd like to ask your date, I'm more than willing to answer them. And of course, yes, we must keep them safe for work because we have minors and children watching some of the time. So please, please, please keep them just simple and, anyway. But if you guys have any questions you'd like to ask me, I'd gladly like to get to know you, wonderful flukes. This is an honor because I just thought to myself, as I mentioned earlier, I heard nothing but a bunch of, wonderful, wonderful furries that you are wonderful, you're all loved, and I figured whether or not you have a boyfriend or girl, whatever going on, and some of you even single Pringles and whatnot and so forth, it just felt right that I want to be here to be your special dinner date. Splitz, as you can see, it probably appears on backwards. I'm not sure if it's so. I decided to make this shirt last second as well. So Dutchy boyfriend. Uh-oh. I joined the trend. Hi, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day, you sweet floos. And of course, as you can see here, I got right next to me, got a little bit of a, almost like a mini little dinner table kind of setting for us. Look at that. A bottle of champagne, flowers that you guys got for me. Well, there we go. So you already got my attention. You got some flowers. And of course, I couldn't find a good candle holder. So just figured a glass, put a nice little thing in there. And of course, if you guys have any questions you'd like to ask me, get to know me. We'll pretend this is like a date. So whether or not you're single, Pringle, with someone, and married, whatever, go ahead and ask me. Anything you want to get to know about me, I am more than willing to answer those wonderful questions from any of you wonderful floofs. I am live here on Instagram. I am live on YouTube, and of course, Facebook as well. And yes, I'm too lazy because I haven't gotten down the whole OBS Streamlabs thing. But don't get me wrong, I have a good friend that's been instructing me, and I gotta do like the dummy dumb guide to do like Twitch streaming and all that stuff. But for right now, I like being old fashioned redneck style. Just play them all three simultaneously. And that way, I can just watch you all at the same time. Y'all can answer me some wonderful questions. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Let's see, what do we got here? I got some floofies. Thanks, happy Valentine's Day, Mr. Splitz. Why, thank you. Oh, wow, I'm hungry again, and I had a corned beef brisket. Very nice, absolutely. Actually, what's going to be going on tonight is just, the typical little pre-setup, a little bit of champagne and some flowers, and of course, you wonderful flus, being your Dutchy boyfriend for the evening. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I am yours for the next about half hour to hour. Because then I actually got to get my dinner ready for my boyo. Otherwise, he beats. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't beat me. He is a really special bean. And there's a little label. There we go. All right. Flowers back in. There we go. And if you guys have anything you'd like to get to know me better, that's kind of the key thing of going on a date with someone. Good old-fashioned questions. Do you have anything you'd like to ask me? It can be furry related. It can be fandom information. All sorts of things that you can ask me about. I am an open book. Let's see. Hey, Scott. Oh, hi. And look at that. Mikey, Scott made it. Look at all these floopies came in here to have this date with this Dutch angel dragon. Oh, my goodness. Who do we got here? Hi, Inaridal. Very nice. I'm glad you can make it. And of course, this wonderful viewer who we got, hi, Bell Hill Mayor. Glad you can make it. So I'm on a date with all of you wonderful viewers tonight. So if you guys would like to get to know me better, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm your, as you can see, I just whipped this up. I'm your Dutchy boyfriend date for Valentine's Day. So I am so glad you guys could take some time to get to know me because I love getting to know you. And I'm covering up for the fact that I don't actually have a interviewee tonight. But next weekend, I do actually have an interview. I'm interviewing a deer, a very, very cutesy deer, Axel deer, and very, very well known, very adorable fursuiter on Facebook. I'm going to be interviewing him next week, so it should be fantastic. I look forward to it. It should be wonderful. Let's see. Do you guys have any questions for this Dutchie, for your boyfriend of the evening? Let's see. Hi, Scott. Aw, very cool. So, if you guys have any questions, oh yeah, go ahead. Do you have a favorite dragon character minus Spyro? Ah, that is actually a fantastic question there. Bill Hill. Oh, Bill Hill. Yeah, actually, one of my favorite dragons. Spyro is actually really dang cool. I would say one of my favorite dragon characters. Ooh, there's a good list of them. I would have to say from Neverending Story, Valcor. I think that's his name. I'll have to double check my sources, but I'm pretty sure it's Valcor or whatever his name is from Neverending Story, where he's that luck dragon, the big white kind of fluffy dog looking thing. He is actually fantastic, and just like Bastion, he don't play no games. He goes flies around and takes them all over the place, and that was such a classic. I think it was a trilogy, or did I have just two of them? Anyway, still a good show. Let's see. Hello, happy Valentine's Day, you cute Dutchie. You are officially any of you that come to the stream right now, you are all officially on a date with a Dutch and a dragon named Splitz. So I'm glad. Look at this. You guys spoiled me today. You got me some flowers. You got me some, you got me a candle. You got me some champagne. We got glasses. I mean, we're having a friggin' awesome date right now. I'm already falling in love with every one of you. I already love you from the beginning, but this is just, and look. Look at what I got some as well. Another thing that's definitely to my heart that I love is, of course, it's not Valentine's Day without chocolates. So you wonderful flukes help me get these wonderful chocolates, and it says Happy Valentine's Day, and it really touches me. I really love chocolates. So there we go. That is Valentine's Day in a nutshell. What do we got here? I'm fine with that. Ooh, and you as a cute Dutchie. Aw. Well, thank you, Ash. Really appreciate it. It says I'm a cute Dutchie. I'm not cute. I'm a vicious mean. Ah, see? With a flower in my mouth. I guess I'm making myself look even cuter. But yeah, if you wonderful flukes on a date with Splitz, your Dutch Angel Dragon boyfriend for the evening. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I want to get to know you, wonderful flukes, as well as you want to get to know me, because we're on a hypothetical date right now. So yes, please ask away. Anything you'd like to get to know me better. I am an open book. Anything you want to know about me, or I want to get to know about you, we'll portray this like we're on an actual date. Let's see. We'll take turns actually. So my first question I would like to ask you, if I was on a date with you, is, what do you do? What do you do for work? What's your occupation? I always like to get to know everyone on that sort of level. Is what's your occupation? What do you do for work? Are you in IT? Do you work for the Fandom? Do you do? Are you in school? Are you a student? I always like to get to know furries in any way, shape, or form, not just in interviews, but this as well. So, what do you do? Tell this Dutchie. What do you guys do? Let's see. Hello. Hi. How are you? You guys are officially on a date with your Dutch and the Dragon boyfriend for the evening, so I'm so glad you guys can make it. Let's see. Happy Valentine's Day, Spiky Floof. All right, very cool. Of course, who else do we got here? We got some other floofs here over. Let's see. We got, hi there. How are you? I'm glad you guys can make it. All right. So yeah, what do you guys do? I'm kind of curious. Oh, I'm missing out on some information. I'm falling behind. Let's see. Cool dragons. I love Spyro and Spike from MLP, and yes, absolutely. I had to postpone our wedding for today because of the snow. Hopefully next week we'll be married, but I'm thinking we won't be married till March when the weather's, oh, that's cool. But, either way, that's great to hear, Scott, that you guys are getting hitched up, and that'll be cool. That'd be such an awesome wedding. Hot down there, shorts and t-shirt. Nope, it's 18 and snowing here. I drive a big yellow bus. Oh, really? That's really nice. I'm on SSI. Oh, that's okay. No, don't worry about it, Mike. If you're on Social Security, you guys need that for a reason. It helps, you need any way, shape, or form. If you can't work, you're disabled and have Social Security, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that at all. I completely support those that are differently abled and whatnot and so forth that need that income. Absolutely. If I totally understand, and that's great and wonderful. Let's see, what do we got? I'll be working in a grocery store probably in the summer. Nice, excellent. Makes sense. I currently don't have a job, unfortunately. I'm a minor, but a lot of RP expensive. Oh, yeah, exactly. I agree. That's definitely one of the things that just definitely costs quite a bit of money, especially when you're doing like certain things like, in types of work. I love to get to know you guys. Let's see, what do we got over here? I'm taking turns between 3 different platforms, so I'm going to be like a typewriter, be like, all right, checking out the next one. All right, do you have any favorite Cartoon Network shows? Self-employed. Nice, very nice. That's awesome. I love hearing when people are self-employed. How many would love to just work from home? I mean, that's like a dream come true that I would just love to work from home. But I don't mind. I love my job. But no, if I had the option to be self-employed and work from home, I'd totally be down for that. Absolutely. But I do actually enjoy my job working at the hospital. Let's see. Mine are K&D, Dexter's Lab, Fifth, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Steven Universe, Powerpuff Girls, Billy and Mandy, and Stormhawks. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to answer that question from Bell Hill Mayer. Any favorite Cartoon Network shows? Yes. Actually, I'm kind of like more of a fan of like Adult Swim, which is kind of like the nighttime version. But I got to say, Dexter's Laboratory is pretty dang good. I agree with you. Ed, Ed and Eddie is pretty good. Steven Universe, absolutely. Steven Universe is a classic. I watched that episode many times. And especially one of my favorite Cartoon Network classics was I actually really like Teen Titans Go. One of my roommates just totally just bashed Teen Titans Go. He's like, it's totally stupid. Teen Titans. I'm like, come on, Teen Titans Go is hilarious because it's just like you look at all the shenanigans that all of them get into in just their little T tower or whatever. And crap, I forgot the town they live in. Super City or whatever they live, but it's actually hilarious. But yeah, Teen Titans Go is another classic. But then at night, I got to go for like Rick and Morty, because as you can see over in the corner, my Morty head's just chilling over there. He's been naughty. He's been kind of going on too many adventures with Grandpa, so he's got to take a break tonight. Let's see. Dexter's Lab, Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's another classic. I love that show. That's actually some of the classic ones. Just like I grew up on watching that stuff, and it's just like my mom's like, it's gonna rot your brain. I'm like, it made me smart. Anyway, but yeah, absolutely. I love those Cartoon Network shows. All right, let's see. What do we got on Facebook going on here? I drive a big yellow bus, and I'm on SS. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Do I get any questions? Oh, God, but I do. Have to go soon to go sled. Ooh, nice. That'd actually be really neat. Like sledding on like a snowmobile, Ash? I'm kind of curious now. That's a good question or situation. Like you mentioned, he's going sledding. I'm like like the pole on the sled, you slide down the hill, or like a snowmobile. It's I'm originally from Minnesota, as you can kind of tell from the Midwestern Southern draw accent kind of combo, is that I actually snowmobile, and that's actually real fun. I'll actually do some suit pics of me snowmobiling, and I'm going to be in Minnesota in about a week, so it's actually going to be fantastic. Let's see. Love Rick and Morty. How long have you guys been in the fandom? Oh, right. Good question. Next question to kind of keep the date interesting is, all right, so if we're talking about a furry date, all right, perfect. How long have you guys been in the fandom? I love this one from the mayor. That is actually a really great question. How long have you been in the fandom? Like, what's your, like, has it been years, months, days, weeks? I'm kind of curious. I always like to get to know my interviewees in that aspect, but no, that's a great question. Let's see. How long have I been in the fandom? Oh, and Avo Nova. Actually, for me, For being in the fandom, you guys can go ahead and answer too in the message box, and then I'll read them as we go. The longest I've been in the fandom, I've been in the fandom since, like, I was like a watcher since about 2010, right around when I was getting out of the Navy. And then I like progressively went from DeviantArt or DA. I started there and I saw this really cute artwork. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these anthropomorphic animals look so cute. And then like about 2012, 2013-ish, then I saw like Fur Affinity, and I'm like, really? So I started checking it out, going to the site, and then before I know it, I saw the art, and then I saw the fursuits, and I'm like, And then right around 2018, 2019, I'm like, it's official, I'm a furry now. So not long after that, I got my suit made a little over a year ago and been to a few conventions, and then Corona. But hopefully this year, I don't know if they'll get postponed or just canceled or whatever, but I'm totally looking forward to the next convention. I miss you Poof so much. You know, don't get me wrong, online streaming stuff is but I'm like an extrovert. I love meeting people, whether it be online or I'm more of an in-person kind of interviewee. I love meeting floofs in person because they're so cute and they're so wonderful. So absolutely. All right, what do we got here? Let's see. I have been since 2009. Nice, nice. That's excellent. Very cool, man. You beat me to the gate there. You've been in for 11. Man, I'm doing 11 years. Yeah. So let's see. Stormhawks has forgot my favorite characters from the show were Stork and Radar. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I actually remember was one of the cool things was I haven't watched Stormhawks, but that's actually a really good show. I'll definitely have to check it out one of these times. I got Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon Prime. It's bound to be there somewhere. But right now, the boyfriend and I are kind of working. We're watching the latest Cobra Kai, and he's just like, I didn't see the Karate Kid, just the new one. I'm like I wish the flowers would. This is what happened when he said, I haven't seen the Karate Kid. I'm like, seriously? He hasn't seen the Karate Kid? Like he said, he saw the new one with. We're just gonna forget the one that the new one with Smith, Will Smith's kid, Jaden or whatever his name is. But I'm just like, no. The original 1984 with Ralph Macchio, aka Daniel LaRusso, and then Karate Kid 2, Karate Kid 3, and then that one with Hilary Swank in like 94, the next Karate Kid. Nah. The original 3, 1, 2, and 3 trilogy of Karate Kid, fantastic. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. Great trilogy. Then you can watch that, and then you'll have kind of a good premise of what Cobra Kai, that Netflix was all about. Because there's a bunch of thises and that's, and like, but it's like sometimes you gotta to figure out what's happening in the here and now in the Cobra Kai. You gotta go way back, 30 odd years ago. So, all right, what do we got? Do we got any other questions coming in? Let's see. I've been somewhat furry since '89. Nice. Let's see. Try when I was 15, and that was 2004. Oh, that's really cool. You grew up in Virginia? Absolutely, very cool. I actually had my my godmother, cousin. Well, she's my cousin / godmother. She actually lives in Virginia. I don't know where, but we talk from time to time. Let's see. How long have I been in the fandom? Okay, 15. And then, wow, dang. So Scott's got us beat by a mile. He's been doing the furry thing since '89. That's really good. I love hearing about wonderful furries that have just been doing it for like a lifetime. It's great. I waited till, it was my early 20s to actually get on board with it, sort of. One of my favorites was actually we have I think his name is Saruk, but he's a local furry here in Orlando. The guy is in his 70s and he's a furry. I'm like, I love it. So there is no like age minimum or maximum restriction when it comes to the furry fandom. I love meeting furries of all shapes, sport. And this guy, he's been everywhere, and he's done like a costume contests. He dressed up as like a lot of characters, especially from like Star Trek. He looked like Klingon. He showed us like pictures of some of the characters and some of the stuff from Star Trek. And I looked and I was like, oh my God, it looks so cool. And he was doing this back in the 80s, like when I was like, I wasn't even born yet. I'm like, see, this is like old school, awesome furry, dude. Let's see. I have been a furry since back in 2012, and I joined in 2013. Nice, excellent. And yes, I know, Arch. I know you joined, and I know you gave me a suggestion last night, but I was too lazy and didn't have enough time to rush through and get an OBS Streamlabs set up. So tonight's theme is a date with your Dutchy boyfriend. So, and we're just going through different questions. And I'm kind of like a typewriter head. I'm going back and forth. Let's see if I can see this. Oh, good. Let's see. Do I own a Switch? Why, yes, I do. Okay. That's a good question. So next question in our furry date, do you own a Nintendo Switch? And if so, what is your gamer code? Well, wait, that's getting too personal, but no, it's actually a good question. Is what sort of video games are you into? To answer that question, Ave, is it 80? AV Nova? All right, cool. I am actually very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I actually have a Nintendo Switch. Technically, it's my boyfriend's, but I sort of like inherited it from him. We did a thing, and I kind of sort of bought it from him. Where you know what? I don't believe in like ownership. I'm just like we just share it. He like was gonna get rid of it. I'm like no. You know, because I saw he had Mario Odyssey and he had Smash Brothers. I'm like, I swear to God, if you get rid of that thing, I'm gonna leave you. So right now it's sitting hooked up to the TV. Unfortunately, I don't know my gamer code off the top of my head, but yes, I do have a Nintendo Switch, and yes, I love playing online once in a while. So yeah, I actually was playing Darwin Fox the other day, and he just smoked me in Smash Brothers. He was Steve from Minecraft, and he just annihilated me, and I was like, anyway, let's see. Oh no, totally fair. Oh right, absolutely, cool. So let's see. So you guys go ahead. You go ahead and brag about it on the different platforms. Do you have Nintendo Switch? Or if you don't, what is your favorite video game platform? That's actually another good conversation starter. Is to ask furries, okay, what is your favorite game platform? That's a good next question to roll into, kind of as I answer this one. What is your favorite game platform? I'm dying to know. You know, not everyone's a Nintendo Switcher, not everyone's an Xboxer, not everyone's a PlayStationer. I'm betting your average one's probably got a PlayStation 5 now. Let's see. Ah, yes. Oh, hot. Oh, caffeine made it here? Oh my goodness. Look at all these flukes are just making their way into this thing. Oh my goodness. I'm getting blushy inside with all these wonderful flukes having a dinner date with this Splitz Dutch Angel Dragon boyfriend. So I am doing fantastic, caffeine. Holy smokes. I am really glad that you can make it. So what sort of video game platforms do you guys have? I'd love to hear about it. Do you have Switches? Do you have Xboxes? Do you have PlayStation 5s? I know I've been hearing a lot of the rages about everyone loading up and getting a PlayStation 5. Got 3D World. And yes, I have a Telegram. Let's see if I can type. It's hard for me to read, but let's see. Okay. IT. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Sorry, I'm just responding. I'm doing this type thing. There we go. I actually messaged somebody. So yes, I do have a Telegram. So if you guys want to get to know me best, I put it on all the different platforms. One of the coolest things is like on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, and the different platforms. Like if someone messages me like right away, it's like it's so many different platforms to keep track of. I don't respond right away, but that's why I like to share my Telegram on all the platforms. I have it on Instagram. I put it on Facebook. I put it on Twitter. So if anyone wants to message me like more directly and get to know me more and like, you know, be like buddy and messaging, you know, back and forth, my response time on like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is like swing or miss. You know, I'll eventually get back to you, but I'm like so busy with other stuff. But Telegram is the #1 way to talk to me. I mean, it's kind of like a furry, like the DM messaging system. So yeah, if you guys want to talk to me, I'm usually very responsive within like about the same day on Telegram. because I got a lot of floofs on there. They're messaging me every day. I'm like, oh, hi. So I love to get to know new floofies. Hi, Darth the Duelist. Oh, he wants to get in this live stream. Okay. We'll get Darth the Duelist in here. All right, so I got a friend coming down there. Let's see, what do we got? I also love the Brony and anime fandoms too. No, nice. And he is a bunny. Aw, well, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that, Scott. Oh, no. And that's absolutely awesome. That I love hearing is that there's no like age limitations to being a furry. Like some people are like, oh, try to put it. I'm like, no. If you want to be one, if you're 5, 10 years old or 60 or like, Scott or that Saruk or whatever that's over 70, you can be one in any way, shape, or form and age. There's no restrictions. It's an open fandom. That's what I love about it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the Brony and anime fandoms too. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I actually, for one of my, for Halloween, about 3-4 years ago, I was at my cousin's place. He's a musician. He's like one of those gifted guys that can pick up any instrument, just, no problem. So I got invited. I actually showed up as Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. So I got like I had the jumpsuit, I had the boots, I had the little spike thing on the shoulder, I had the leather gloves. I even made a freaking replica Buster sword that the blade it was just foam and duct tape to make it look real. But that thing, the blade was like 6 feet long, so it was just like walking around like this. I put like a little strap on it, so I just slipped it in my back, and it was like flawless. So yes, I love cosplay as well for like different games too. And let's see, Scott Weston says he has a Switch, but I don't use it much because we have the full arcade at home that keeps him. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, Scott. That is fantastic. I remember looking that up and hearing about that. You got the pinballs, you got the arcade machines. I'm just like. That one, right away I commented, I'm like, I want to go to Scott's house and play games because he's got like all the classic retro like pinball machines and arcade games. That stuff rocks. You make me think of. I actually have an uncle that is like really. He's really good with like electronics and TVs. He can fix anything. And for a while, actually, in his house, in his auto garage in Grey Eagle, Minnesota, is like a smaller town I'm from. He actually had old arcade games that he restored and fixed, and he had like the Super Mario Brothers. When you do like the battle mode, it was like an actual arcade game. And my brother and I would just sit there and just destroy each other in that game because you just had to hit the POW and then you jump on the turtles and try to kill each other. And that game was fantastic. All right, what do we got? And Spike is back. I'm glad you can make it back. Absolutely, so good to see you. Well, oh my goodness, we're loading up on. Okay. Do I have a Telegram? Howdy, happy Valentine's Day. I got 3D World so far, and I love my PlayStation 2. Nice. That's actually fantastic. Ava Nova, is that I actually have a PlayStation 2. I have my original 1997 or 6 or whatever PlayStation 1, and that thing still works fine. The PlayStation 2, you literally had to take that thing out to dinner and do everything in your power to fix it and maintain it. It still don't work. My PlayStation 1, pop the PS1 disc in there, no problem. It works great. And I've had that thing for 20, 25 years. It still works. Oh, let's see. Yay. Oh. Uh-oh. All right, I'm hearing some. There we go. That's some dinner date music. I agree. That's a fantastic idea. Age limits to the furry fandom are BS. Yeah, absolutely, Bill. Bill Hillmayer. Yeah, like you can be a furry. Oh yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. So any of those out there that just like try to set any regulations or any things whatsoever with the fandom in any way, shape, or form, I just like I'm not trying to divulge or trying to be mean or whatever, but when anyone tries to do anything restrictive in the fandom, I'm just like, I gotta stop a little bit because it's, what I like about the fandom is you can just be whatever you want to be. And when some species and stuff and so forth get so restrictive, it just it takes the fun out of it. I'm sorry if I got to get in that mode there, CD covers, but it's just, on this, I'm rambling on a dinner date. I should stop rambling. Let's get back to some questions. All right. Next question on our furry dinner date with Splitz, your Dutch Angel Dragon boyfriend. Let's see. You know what? What the heck? Dark the Duelist, what's a good question to ask on a dinner date?
I've never been on a dinner date before, so.
Really? A sweetheart like you? That's me. I'm surprised. Look, you guys, look, figured, the guys brought me flowers. Does that look cute? Did I put it in my mouth like that?
Yeah, it does.
I thought about putting it around my ear, but these ears are pretty big. But no, absolutely. Let's see. What's a good question to get to know somebody? What do you got, Dark?
Well, one thing, I'm actually eating dinner right now, so.
Oh, very nice. What have you got? What you got going on there? I see pizza.
Yep.
Dang, did you wait? Is that like a cut up pizza into squares, or did you like make like individual ones, like little ones?
Actually, I got it from Guido's.
Okay, very nice. Ooh, there we go. Okay, perfect question. Perfect next question on the date. So, for you guys, when you eat pizza, do you like pizza in squares, or do you like it like pizza slice, triangle like, or do you like the little circles? What kind of pizza is your favorite type? Because you'll be surprised how many different answers you can get on just that one question. So I'm asking all of you on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on our dinner date, what type of pizza are you into? Do you like the square cut up kind? Do you like the the little circular ones, like the pizza bagels? Do you like the just regular triangle cut square, pizzas? I'm actually kind of curious. This is actually a good subject.
Pretty much for me, I like it both ways.
Ah, very nice. Don't get me wrong, yeah, absolutely. Like pizza's pizza in all ways, shapes, or forms. You'd be surprised how good pizza can be in just like different types. Like I don't care what's on them with the toppings. I'm not too picky about like pizza. Yeah, I don't even mind pineapple. Oh, uh-oh. I mentioned that pineapple. Where's the fox? But no, like I really like pizza, so it's like one of my favorite things. Like I don't care if it's pizza, I'm gonna eat it. Comes in a square, comes in a circle, comes in a freaking S. I'm still gonna eat it because pizza's fantastic. Let's see. You can be a furry at all ages. Hi, furry raiders. And you like triangle, and Meat Fest is my favorite. Nice. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, like one of the favorite types of pizzas is definitely like those meat lovers ones where they got like the what is it? They put pepperoni, sausage, Canadian bacon, chicken, or I think they just put the entire like kitchen sink and just random things on there, and I've had pizzas like that, and it's just like where you take a bite out of it, and you remember how some of them get like thick, where it's like almost like a piece of lasagna rather than pizza. It's just those pizzas are dang good, and you eat like one slice, and you can't eat anymore because it's got so much stuff in it. Let's see. Do I own a Switch? No, I don't. I got a PC and a PS4. Nice, very cool, Mike. That's cool that you got a PlayStation 4. I'm still stuck in the past. I don't even have a PlayStation 3. I only got my highest is PlayStation 2. But the only reason I want to get a PlayStation 4 is to play that new Final Fantasy 7 remake game. That's like one of the only games I really look forward to playing on that system is definitely that game. Let's see. And Delta Ghost Wolf loves pizza. Agreed. I mean, there's very rare. I've not really heard of one person that doesn't like at least a type of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some out there that will just, yeah. I mean, look at the subject we just started. Everyone just loving in on that pizza. All right, what you got? Let's see. Yoshi Boy's got PS5. Nice. That's fantastic. I love it when they got like especially like PlayStation 5s. Have you gotten one yet there, Dark?
No, I don't have a PS5.
Right. Don't get me wrong. I honestly don't have one either, but yeah, please, guys, brag about how good it is. I've been debating whether or not to get one. Like the highest game system I got is just the Nintendo Switch, because it's just like it saved me. It saved me when I had COVID over that like week and a half I had off of work and was dying sick or whatever. Like I was playing so much freaking Mario Odyssey and Mario Sunshine and Galaxy. I was just like, I hadn't played video games in years, and I gotta thank the Nintendo Switch that my boyfriend did not sell. That I was able to actually just keep myself from going insane from just sitting, because I'm an upgoing type. I do my suit dances, I exercise, I volunteer. if I'm not doing like some, like 10,000 things in a day, I get bored. So it's just.
I came up with a question.
Oh yes, we got a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you looking forward to the second season of Beastars?
Ah, yes, second season of Beastars. That is a good question. I agree. I am very much looking forward to it because it's been quite a while since I watched like the most, up to date episodes of what's going on in Legoshi and whatnot and so forth. But yeah, it kept me very intrigued. I was watching it at a friend's place about a year ago, and it was very cool to watch. And yes, I'm totally looking forward to what sort of shenanigans that they're all going to get into again. Like Legoshi, Louis, and I don't really know. I can't remember the names of all the other characters. Those are the only two ones that like stuck in my head just because they're both crazy.
Yeah, I remember Haru. She's rabbit.
Oh yes, there we go. Haru the rabbit. Like, okay, so this is an interesting story about my exposure to Beastars. I never heard of it. Like everyone's like, all of like, oh my god, watch Beastars, watch Beastars, and I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. So I went on YouTube and did like a clip. And it showed. And yes, this is SFW, but let's just say it was like a very NSFW scene of Haru and Legoshi. I'm just like, oh my god. So what the heck is going on here? And you probably know that scene I'm talking about. And I'm just like, oh my god. I watched it. I'm like, I gotta watch more. Because it was like, don't get me wrong, I was like, what the heck's going on here? So it just.
No, when I first saw that scene, I was just like this. Why?
Like I totally had like no, it was like a jaw drop like watching that scene, and I'm just like, wow. All right, turned up the volume on the phone there. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyway, I turn it like so. I just watched it. I'm like, I had the jaw drop with just watching that scene. But then you figure some people run away. I'm like, no, I want to watch more of this. This is actually cool. Good question. How many of you floofs are looking forward to season 2 of Beastars? I'm definitely looking forward to it. Is it? Do you guys know where it's going to load up? Do you have to do like a special website for it, Dark, or is it like your typical Netflix, Hulu, Amazon
As
Prime?
far as I know, it's still on Netflix.
Nice,
Still on
nice.
Netflix original.
So there you go, folks. If you definitely want to check it out, and I know usually is how it starts. This really dabs back into how some people like prefer like regular English version of Beastars, but then of course it started Japan that Japan with like English subtitles. I know some people actually prefer it that way, so it's kind of neat. So
I prefer the English. I prefer the English dub mainly.
right, exactly. Like don't get me wrong. Like I've watched some. Now, for example, like a good example that was really good in Japanese and English subtitles. You guys see, I'm a Final Fantasy 7 nut, as you guys can tell. I'm the same exact age as Cloud Strife. So if you guys answer that question, what is Cloud Strife's birthday? I'll give you an extra boop or something reward for getting that correct. Just message me because it's not like the revamped story of Cloud Strife. His birthday and my birthday are the same exact date. So if you guys want to cheat and look on Google and look it up, it's a very unique date, and you guys will know my exact age by Cloud Strife's age because him and I are the same age. Hence why I'm a bit of a Final Fantasy 7 nut. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, I got some more comments going on here. Hi. Oh, look at all
this.
I know, right? Oh no, they're going to town on this. Okay. Is my meat fest is my favorite. My favorite topping is broccoli. Nice. Oh no, that's fun. No, broccoli on pizza. No, I agree with that. I've had pizza that's had broccoli. It's actually fantastic. Let's see. Broccoli on pizza. It's really good. Italian sausage is the best pizza topping. Hey, Splitz, what's your favorite pizza chain? Ah, okay. So as you guys are answering that question, are you guys looking forward to Beastar season 2? Dark started a good one. So you guys go ahead and message on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. While I answer that question, because Beastars I'm definitely looking forward to season 2. It looks freaking awesome. And favorite pizza chain, I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I got to say that favorite pizza chain is definitely and they don't get enough recognition. They're going under. I feel so bad for them. Pizza Hut. Like, I know not a lot of furries are going to agree with me, but Pizza Hut is like just something about it. It's just like they got like something in the, I think they put sugar in their pizza sauce or something that just makes it like fantastic. Like, and their crust is usually nice and soft, and you can eat it the next day. But the thing about like Domino's is all right, but Domino's, they put that weird garlicky butter stuff on their crust, and just
I don't like
if
Domino's.
it's got, yeah, exactly. If it's got too much garlickiness to it and too much butteriness to it, I'll still eat it because, you know, I love pizza. But I'm just like, oh, you know, like I'm just like, oh, there's Domino's still in the fridge. Can we just throw it away now? But like Pizza Hut, if it's in there the next day, I can eat it. It's fantastic. Let's see.
Okay, I do have a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh.
All right. So my question is, would you like to hear a little bit of a romantic song right now?
What I like to hear a little bit of romantic song. Absolutely, you can play us a nice little romantic song. It's a dinner date with your Dutchy boyfriend, so absolutely, we are missing that romantic song element. So please, Dark, please play that. While I answer some other questions.
And along with that, I am going to show you the video that the song is coming from. So, without further ado,
is it an anime?
It would be best to show you what it would look like.
There we go. There we go. There we go, Flutes. This is a classic. Kiss, one of the favorite bands of all time. Love Kiss. They got so many good songs, and it's just like, what's funny is like all the knowledge I learned about Kiss was from Sean William Scott in Role Models, where he's that movie where he's like, oh, it's a bunch of Jewish guys from New York that dressed up as clowns because, you know, they can do that or whatever, and all their songs is about usually stuff, you know, it's really good songs, but it's technically their songs are about different things that are not NSFW will say is that's, but I love their rock and roll songs, and it's just great songs to watch. I definitely, for those of you that are metalheads in the fandom, yeah, rock on, baby. Like, definitely Kiss is one of my favorite old school rock and roll bands. Let's see.
Kiss is awesome.
Oh yeah, I can eat just about anything on pizza but fish. Absolutely fantastic, Scott. I agree. Let's see. What con do you think will be the first con back open this year? That is a fantastic next question, you guys. Dark, did you hear that one? So you guys go ahead and post your responses, and I'll read them as they go along. What is your thoughts? But I agree that was a really great, because that's a very controversial question, actually, is what is the convention that you think is going to be happening this year? I'm not an expert, but from personal experience, I am actually a convention staff member. Ta-da! Anyway, I'm going to make a prediction, and I'm sure some will probably disagree. Our springtime conventions are probably not happening because I was signed up to go to Texas Furry Fiesta. That's got chopped. So I'm going to say that I'm going to do like a scale of like the likeliest to the least likeliest. So the least likely scenario, considering the COVID and everything, once the vaccinations get put out and all the numbers get under control to like a reasonable level, because that's what they're looking for. They want the numbers to go down or plateau and stop increasing the infection ratio. Then places will feel a lot more comfortable, as well as conventions. So I'm going to say soft opening, the possible, you know, we got to pray and hope for it. I'm praying for it, especially is summer ones like Anthrocon, Megaplex, any of the other ones, Furry, or I don't know all the names of all the conventions, unfortunately, but I'm picturing the summer ones. So the kind of the hopeful is that the summertime ones like Anthrocon, Megaplex, the summertime conventions are likely going to happen. if things, if the numbers, everything gets under control, because, the convention chairs have got to make sure, and double check, because the last thing they want to do is open up a convention and they're still, climbing, Corona numbers. Then they're going to just look totally, silly. The worst case scenario of the situation, I'm going to say from that question, Scott, is I would say probably not till 2022. That's the worst case scenario. I know like a lot of furries got like mixed answers, but I'm going to go, that's the scale. So it's either going to be something in the summer if everything works out, but if it doesn't get quite under control, I would say by right around like 2022. So though probably the springtime, so TFF 2022, so on and so forth. That's the worst case scenario. The ones that said 2028, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm sorry, but it's just like they already have proof that the vaccination's starting to work and everything. I mean, it's not perfect, because it was a rushed vaccine, but it hasn't, it still works, and hopefully. So we'll just cross our hands and pause, and hopefully, yes, somewhere between the summer and 2022. That's my prediction. So summer, fall, winter, 2022. That's when I feel that conventions are going to open up again.
Yeah.
What's your take, Darky?
What am I saying?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to be honest, and nobody hate me on this, but I'm not a furry anymore, so. But, I mean, in my opinion, I think, like, for me, like, I know I look like I don't pay attention, but I am listening, so don't get me wrong.
Oh, you're good.
But anyway, for me, I think it's kind of best if they try to wait on the, like, on doing something like that, like conventions and stuff like that, because I think it's best to wait, because, I mean, they are saying right now, like where I'm at, they are saying they're letting like a vaccine, people are getting their vaccines and all that, and like I pretty much signed up to get a vaccine. Like I did a survey because as my job sent me an email about it, and I did that, and I'm still waiting till I get an email to let me know, like give me the okay to go. But anyway, in my opinion, I think it's best to probably wait. I mean, but if they do decide to do it, then I would say the best thing would be is to make sure that everybody has a mask on. But,
yes, very much so. Definitely.
I don't know how they're going to. Like,
I think.
They're like.
I kind of.
Going to protect them or not, but I mean, my say would be, probably have like a mask under the head wear, but like just like have the mask like kind of uncover the mouth part while you're having the head on. That way you can breathe. Right. But then when you take it off, put the mask on like that for safety. That's kind of how I feel, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, if you think about it, who knows when we're going to get the vaccine? I mean, who knows when the coronavirus is going to end? I mean, it could be this year, it could be next year, it could be 10 years from now. I mean, right. Hopefully it's not 10 years, but who knows? I mean, that's kind of how I feel.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a very good, astute, prediction and explanation, is the fact that one of the biggest things they're looking for is, like you said, like percentage infections. And of course, as long as you follow CDC guidelines, I mean, you can rig a convention to be CDC guidelines. When they have their seats in let's say the dance comp in their big room, like party room or whatever you call it, where the dance comps take place, 6 feet apart. If they got seats, there you go. Just make the little thing, put them 6 feet apart, and there you go. If you're out of suit, wear a mask. If you're sick, and that was actually even a common sense thing even before Corona hit, was that there was the reason, hence you ever heard of the term convention crud. A lot of suitors and furries would get sick because there was those furries that would come to conventions when they were sick because they didn't care, So other things is to take into mind. If you're sick, yes, stay home. You know, if you do have COVID, stay home and add the protocols. Have like at the entry gate, have staff with the little temperature guns to check temperatures. Mandatory temperature checks every single person that comes into the convention, hotel, everything. You know what I mean? Like right there, they're already doing the basic protocols that everywhere else does to help prevent COVID. I mean, although a fever isn't a predictor, but at least they're trying to do what they can. But yeah, it's very important to definitely keep in mind, as long as it stick with CDC guidelines, should be fine. So, and yes, Scott actually said that ACFL is still a go for 21. So like, woo! So yes, I'm actually hope so. I haven't heard anything negative about Anthrocon yet, so I'm actually looking forward to it. And hence, I actually got I can't wait for like in-person dance comps again, because I'm like, I'm doing my dance thing again, and I look forward to, online dance comps are okay, but I really like going there and strut my stuff, on stage. So I'm looking forward to, hopefully, I hope I make finals. Because I actually made a video today, because I'm just like, I haven't danced in such a long time, so I'm definitely looking forward to conventions. Not so much, I'm looking forward to everything, volunteering, getting to meet new furries, getting to meet big furries, getting to meet small all furries in general. And then, because I'm, like I was saying, I'm an extroverted individual, I understand CDC guidelines, I follow them, and as long as we do it, we'll be fine,
Yeah.
Cross
okay,
the fingers.
I have a question.
Oh yes, another question.
Would you like to see something funny?
Sure.
All right. So, all right, let me just switch the camera around. This is from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. So, all right, here we go.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh.
Okay, Kristen, now you can break his neck.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can break necks with my knife. You know something, American? Dueling you is like playing on the Nintendo Wii. It goes boring after about 5 minutes. Hey, Dad, I want to see the freaky fish guy make the whale jump over a rock like in Free Willy. Bingo! What? That's going to be in anybody's heart. Hang in there, sis. I'll have somebody stop by later to pick you up. Please tell me it isn't going to be hello.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, go ahead. All right.
What's your name, pal? Crap in a bucket. I didn't plan for this. Think of a fake name. My name is, Malik. Malik, huh? That sounds kind of like Mary, the guy we're trying to defeat in this season. Yeah, I get that a lot. I also get that a lot.
Not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty fun. I didn't even watch Yu-Gi-Oh that much, but that was pretty good. I watched a couple episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. Let's see. Can't wait to see you in the dance comp. Aw. Well, thank you. Absolutely. Oh, all right. Take care, Delta Ghost Wolf. And they're looking forward to seeing me at dance comp. And thank you so much, Rusty. He says I'm a great dancer. I'm okay. I try. But anyway, because I mean, literally, the last great dance comp or convention was Texas Furry Fiesta of 2020. So we literally, I mean, it's Valentine's Day, but it's literally been a year without conventions. It's been rough, because don't get me wrong, we got all these furries about this and COVID and don't have conventions. It's murder, but I would say the ebb and flow of the situation is there's a lot more that, if it were a common vote to every single furry within the fandom, I would bet you more would vote for conventions to come back than to not. I bet you probably 75% would want conventions back. If they had the choice of doing it and not doing it, way more furries want conventions back. As long as they follow the protocols of COVID-19 and the numbers are under control. I don't know if they can make it like a mandate for getting your vaccination, because they're still working on, spreading it out to like Walmarts and stuff like that. So they can't really make it a mandate because you can't get it, unless you're an essential worker or whatever. So I'm guessing is like, yeah, just the temperature checks, the face mask 6 feet apart. What's the harm? You know, and then when you go there, you are with, because COVID, Corona Con or Corona crud is a known sickness that people get at conventions. They know it's been around forever and they still go anyway. So it's really the same concept, It's you're taking a risk when you go to a convention anyway. Even before Corona existed, you could get sick, you could get drugged. Because we know, I've been in conventions, I've worked in staffing, I know there's all that stuff that goes on. You could get, you like the water bottles, they had to be careful with like water dispensers because furries would like drug their stuff and do bad stuff. So there's all these risks involved at a convention. Heck, you can get into a fight. There's crazy shooters that come there. So there's a lot of risks that are involved with a convention. It's like the COVID is kind of, but there's a lot worse things I think that can happen at a convention than COVID spreading. Just from observation. Let's see. Let me check other responses. What do we got for time? Oh my goodness! Oh. Are you gonna have to leave the date?
I'm sorry.
How dare you? But no, actually, speaking of which, that is a good reminder, Dark, is that long story short, I know you guys, I'm going to do one last question with you wonderful floofs. And that'll be like the end of our dinner date for the evening with your Dutch Angel Dragon boyfriend. Because long story short, I actually got to cook dinner for my boyfriend because he's at work. So I'm being the lazy stay-at-home boyfriend at the moment. So yeah, if I don't make the dinner, he beats me. And I mean that figuratively. I don't mean he's a good eating bean, and I'm sure you guys have seen his picture. He's the best. I love him so much. This is actually really cool. Before I sign off, last question. What's a good last question for everyone to mingle over?
That's a good question.
Here we go. Last question. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course, last question. Do you love your Dutchy boyfriend?
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. How do you guys like that one? I just whipped that one out of my head. How many of you love your Dutchy boyfriend for the evening for Valentine's Day? You guys can go ahead because I'm, like I said, I committed to it. I said I'm your Dutchy boyfriend for the weekend. You even answered. So, yes. Do you guys love your Dutchy boyfriend for the weekend? You guys can go ahead and answer, and I'll read them off as I bid you all a good evening. Let's see.
It's kind of a hard one to answer for me because really I'm straight.
Nothing wrong with that. And I mean, and I can mean that in like a love like that in a non-straight way, or you can mean it in a platonic way. Because I believe one of the biggest things, it doesn't matter whether you're gay, straight, bi, cis, trans, non-binary. I'm sorry if I don't name all the identities. There's a bunch of them now. Gender fluid. I can't. But anyway, it's one of the biggest things that I love about the fandom is hence the term love. And it doesn't have to be boyfriend, girlfriend, or so on and so forth. Platonic. We have a love. We're like a big family. Like Rusty told me about this one. We love and respect each other, whether we're not like in love, but like a platonic. We love each other and we love this hobby where once in a while I like to wear this Dutch Angel Dragon head and go on a wonderful dinner date with you wonderful floofs. Let's see.
Although I will say I love you as a friend.
There we go. I'll take that as love you as a friend. Absolutely. Just for you. Thank you so much there, Dark. Much appreciated. And of course, I love each and every one of you wonderful floofs for having, taking time to hang out with your Dutchy boyfriend on a Valentine's date. Let's see. Can you believe that? Seriously. Rusty said it's been a year. Yeah, it's been crazy. Another thing that should happen is allow you to print your badge at home. Nice. Agreed. Agreed. That keeps the lines from happening. Very agreed. Sort of like how NFL tickets can be bought and printed from home. Great. Yep. Actually, that's a really genius question that Rusty put. If you got, I'm sure there's smart techie computer guys that can rig it up on like the website with like a printable like badge. I like that. That's actually really smart because then that's less contact. That should definitely. So yeah, for those of you that are staff at conventions, note that. That's actually a really good idea. That would prevent less physical contact. That's hence preventing the likelihood of spreading more COVID. All right, and then of course, last statements I've got. Okay, okay, but ACFI is until October. Nice, but I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been to ACFI yet. I'm trying like this year. I was gonna go. I'm going to Anthrocon, but if that gets chopped, hence the whatever, I would definitely like ACFI. I'm wondering where ACFI is. I'm gonna have to look that up quick. I'll look it up later. But let's.
By the way, I have a shout out to do for everybody.
Oh, please do. Aw, absolutely.
So, for all of you guys, so I mean, of course, as you guys know, I'm not a furry anymore. I'm not a furry. Husky is pretty much gone. But pretty much, if you guys would like, if you guys on Instagram would go follow Fishbone the Aussie on Instagram, she's a sweet person. She has been there for me. She and I have been talking a lot, and she's been so nice to me when I went through my dark times of when I had to leave the fandom and all that. If you guys can go follow her, she is a sweetheart. I mean, please follow her because she is so nice. She's wonderful to talk to. She might not answer right away, but she will respond. She is a sweetheart, and I just feel like she needs a shout out because she is so sweet. She's so kind, and she deserves the love. She really deserves the love.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Yes. So there you go, folks. If you overheard Dark there, she helped him, especially with his dark out, kind of getting out of the furry thing times. This Fishbone, Australian furry. And don't get me wrong, like I met so many, like Aussie, like Australian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go, folks.
Yeah.
So
I'll message you.
Okay.
I'll message you her.
Yeah, I'll totally follow her. Absolutely. So those guys, if you all are on Instagram, follow Fishbone because she sounds like, and I can just tell that she really helped you get back to it a little bit. That really sweet and wonderful furry, amongst of course all of you. Is definitely that's another way to spread the love in the fandom is following each other, posting your cute pictures, all that good stuff. Because if it were up to me in a perfect furry world, all of us would have like 1 million followers following each other because it's just great and wonderful to stay in touch. So absolutely. Let's see. It's snowing like crazy. Should I go play football? Yes, you should totally go play football in the snow, Rusty. Of course, in about a week, I'm going back to the big snow and freeze, St. Cloud, Minnesota, and I'm going to be, oh God, it's just giving me the shivers thinking of it when I'm down here in like 80-degree weather, and I'm going to be going up to that freeze. I don't mind it, but I'm definitely going to bring my suit because Splitz will definitely, he likes the snow. I'm okay with it, but this Dutchie, he does like snow too. So with that, I must go and get the dinner date with me and my boyfriend set up. So thank you guys so much for having dinner and chatting with this Dutch and a Dragon boyfriend for the evening. I love each and every one of you wonderful floofs. And yes, if you want to follow me or get to know me or message me, definitely, like I was saying, Telegram is the #1 way to talk to me. Like Facebook and all the others, like DMing me, I'll eventually get to you. But yes, Telegram, I'm like looking at it like constantly. I'm like glued to the Telegram. The other ones I'll get to when I can. But thank you guys so much. You guys have a great night and take care, okay?
Yep.
Hi. Boop. Boop. Send your way. Boops to each one of you. Boop. All right. You guys take care and you have a wonderful holiday. Whether you have honey or you have your wonderful Dutch and a Dragon boyfriend. Thank you. That was a lovely date. You take care, okay?
Yep, you too.
And